So the first thing I want to go through is the header, and this is pretty cool in blog themes as we can visually customize all the settings, and as it's pretty common for e-commerce themes, we've built this header with a lot of options, and we have of course going to add multiple headers in the future, like new patterns where you can choose from. At this version number 1, this is our main header, and you can see we have multiple navigations. So there's one navigation block on the left here and one on the right, and then you have the option to set a little slogan in the middle. You could even add another navigation if you wanted to, and you have your main navigation here for desktop and another slogan option with background colors. You can change the colors here, of course. Also change the colors of the badge or the font size and make it bold, so whatever you like. Then the search for products, which is pretty important for e-commerce. The navigation icon to link to login or account, and this mini card block that comes as a block as well, and that is pretty cool to have. And so I show you in the editor how you can customize the header. So you go under Appearance Editor, and the first page you see is always your front page. So whatever you have set as your front page, could you be your blog, or as we have done a static site under settings readings, and we have put the landing page as your front page. So if I toggle that, I can see this is the front side, and then I have an overview of all my templates and template parts. And to edit the header, I could do that right here in the site, or I could go under template parts and open my header. And as I can see here on this little blue dot, I've already customized the template part. I can always delete my customizations via this little action toggle here and clear any customizations, but there's no going back from that at the moment. So once you have cleared any customization, it's gone. So be careful with that a little bit. So I open the header shop, and first thing I always do if I customize something that is like a header and is not so long in length is I go here in the toolbar options and put the toolbar on the top, so it's not in the way of my blocks here. And then what is also super helpful is to show the list view, and you can do that. I do it all the time with the shortcode. So I can get an overview of every block and how the whole footer is built. Because it's just a small header, it is still pretty complex. So I used Flexbox to build these 3 column header here and to center these. So I can practically put everything I like into these Flexbox items. So as you can see, that's just a text paragraph and 2 navigations that you can customize by clicking on them. And if they're empty, you have the option to use one of your navigations that menus that you've maybe created already. Here in my local installation, I have quite a lot. So you can choose that, or you can start from scratch, or you can add a news page to build from that. So I can just add pages like that, and I can also here via the list view always delete them. So here you can just customize the text just like that. You could also delete it. You can add another navigation by maybe just copy pasting this one. Then you have and you can of course also change the background here. So if you click onto these outer group block and you go into your settings, you can just change the background to whatever you like. Same here with the bottom one. You can just change the background color. And then this one, we have added a badge here. Of course, you can just switch the badge to the other side, like so. And then you would have to change the spacing. I've added some spacing here to the left, then you could add the spacing to the right and just stretch that a little bit. And you can of course customize here the colors as well, change the color maybe to a custom color or to one of the theme colors, like so. And you can also change the badge size if you wanted to have it bigger, and of course customize the text there as well. So it's pretty flexible. And then you have your main navigation. In here you can you see you have the search bar, the product search bar in here, so it opens up, and you can also like close it down. So it's pretty complex build, but you can just go into these settings and delete anything you don't want. Something particular to our things that we've done here to get this little icon for the account is you have to go into the navigation and then just link to the account page, and it will be normal text before that. I can maybe show you. So you just build a normal navigation like that, and to get this little icon to any kind of page link is you go into the link, into the page link, and you go into additional CSS classes, and you have to give it the account minus icon class, and then the icon will show up automatically. So that's like a little workaround, pretty specific, but it's a nice touch to have this icon here. So that's pretty much, oh yeah, maybe the site title and logo, that's always just a standard option. And to have these two together, we use Flexbox again. There's a lot of Flexbox, but it's just needed to get this working. And one additional thing is, as you can see, we have on desktop, if we have this navigation, this, and the middle one, of course that won't work in mobile. And I show you what we've done to solve that. So on mobile, you will have this little mobile navigation here. And this just shows all your links, and this is an additional navigation you have to set up in the header. So if I make my navigation smaller, you can see it shows up, and I can actually just click on it and see what I have here, and you can customize this navigation with all your links inside, or just choose one from the navigations you've built previously. So this is how you get your navigation links for that, for the main navigation in mobile. So this is only visible in mobile. And yeah, so that's a little bit something specific you need to be aware of. And also, as you can see, some things get hidden in mobile, and maybe you don't want the top navigation. We have been hiding these little additional navigations on mobile, so they come up. If you maybe want to hide the whole bar here, you can also do that by just clicking onto the group. And then we have created this little extra CSS class helpers. So you could actually go ahead and hide the whole menu by giving it the class mobile hide. And then if you want to show it on desktop, desktop show. So these are just two CSS classes we've created. There's an additional one if you want to show it on tablet already. So medium sizes, you can go tablet show. So hide on mobile, show up back on tablet. This is the way to show and hide things on mobile. That's just a little helper class we've created, and you can use it everywhere in the theme. So that's the basics of the header. Just try it out. You can always clear the changes you've made and start from scratch, and yeah, you can delete anything you don't need. And yeah, I hope this video is helpful. I know it's a lot, but a header is pretty powerful, so it's cool to have all these options. And yeah, anything you don't need, you can just delete. You could delete the whole upper section here and just have a smaller main navigation. You can also, if you want to have this wider, you can add padding onto here on both sides. So these are all the options you have to really make it your own header. And yeah, so I hope this video is helpful, and I will create additional videos for the other elements of the Mugistore theme.